Today's topic.
Coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that bell icon twice. Smash the like button. Share this video out to all of your followers. All right? Watch the video all the way through to the end. And apparently, somehow, this story ties in to the fresh and fit fiasco that's currently going on. But as you can see, she doesn't look anything like Abba and Preach.
Today's topic.
And honestly, I don't know how she ties into this story. So, in the comments, Ivan Jetta said, check out that video and react to it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But because I am an independent journalist, I just looked up a couple things, all right? So when I typed into the search on YouTube, this is what came up. Anna Quinn Fitness Instagram. She has a YouTube channel, 3.5K subs, 73 videos. And the first video that you see here, it says fresh, fit, and fraudulent. Bribing women with collaboration for sex. Now, being a guy, I'm always biased. And when I hear stuff like this, I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there's other male content creators who I've actually heard say those kind of things when they've made videos prior to this Abba and Preach thing about fresh and fit. All right. So this is the Instagram account. So apparently, like, she's a weightlifter or something like that. So I don't know, man. She might mess around and beat up fresh and fit before Preach gets down there to him. So let's actually see what's going on in this video, shall we?
What's up, y'all? My name's Anna Quinn. I just wanted to take a minute to make a quick video about the whole fresh and fit situation, just give you guys an update. And also, I never really made a video to explain what happened and share.
I didn't even know there was a situation. Anybody want to enlighten me on the situation? So maybe she has some other video that I need to react to first, or that I need to watch first. I don't know.
The truth and the facts on my own page. So I want to make this quick. I want to make it clear so you have all the evidence in front of you. And I just want to share what's going on because this is someone who claims to be a male self-improvement podcast, the top, the best, and they have over 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I didn't know until I looked into. And they are creating a culture of hateful, mean, I'm not going to continue commenting, but just they're creating a disgusting culture of men.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think that it was meant to create a culture of, quote, hate. I think it allegedly, supposedly, started out with male advocacy and, I don't know, maybe like an answer to feminism and Me Too. But with all things, when there's imbalance, there's imbalance. So when certain things overcompensate, then you start to get that kind of thing. That's like when you get those feminist women.
This woman is 63 years old. She's a mother of 4, grandma of 2, and she looks like this. She is the Iron Lady.
I might get the video demonetized for saying the F word, but I mean, you shouldn't get demonetized for talking about a political party. But when you get them, a lot of times they tend to be anti-male. And then when you have, guys who stand up for men's rights because of so much stuff that goes on in society with women, they tend to express anti-female sentiments.
Tonight's broadcast of The Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Man, National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood.
So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's really a hard call. I have seen people say some things that are toxic.
You have zero confidence, and you're a quitter. You're underperforming, and you lack ambition. You need to go enroll in martial arts or boxing somewhere and let somebody knock the shit out of you.
You know what I mean? And as a dad, I listen to a lot of things that a lot of these people say. And, you know, I have a son and I have a daughter. You know what I mean? And I don't want my son to grow up with the mind state and ways of a lot of these weirdos that are out here. And I don't want my daughter to be some man-hating superwoman. But at the same time, I also don't want her to be the victim of one of these insane men. So what do? I don't know. I think the best course of action is, until society gets a little bit better, take deep, long thought about having children.
And who treat women like crap. And so I'm taking a stand and I'm sharing because I can. So what happened, I will be providing evidence. Let me scooch over so when I edit it, it can be here. Basically, Myron reached out to me. He is half of Fresh and Fit. I think he's fresh, but I don't think he's fresh. I think his name is Fresh on the podcast. But he reached out to me and wanted to do a podcast, or wanted me to collaborate with him for his show. At the time, I don't know what his following is now, but he had like 10,000 followers on Instagram. I have had at that time around like 42,000, 40,000, something like that. And so I didn't respond to the DM, to be honest. Then one of my friends, who I'm gonna leave anonymous right now, just because I haven't discussed with him whether or not I can share his identity, told me, hey, one of my boys reached out to you, wants to film some content with you. He has a really popular channel, so you should do it. So I actually responded to the DM and I was like, hey, you know, what's up? He said, let's do a collab. I was like, okay, cool. I was actually planning a trip to Miami, so I told him like,
I'm just kind of curious, like, what kind of collab would they be doing? Because he only had 10,000 followers on IG at the time, and I don't know what she does. What kind of collaboration would they be doing? Like a fitness video or something? I don't know.
this is when I'm going to be in Miami. I wasn't going to pay to come out to be on his show, and I hadn't even looked into his show. I just kind of went off of the friend's recommendation. So Myron and I went back and forth. I'm just going to pull up the text so I don't say anything that's not true. He asked me when the soonest I was going to be out there is. I told him that I was planning on being there Friday. He said he wasn't going to be available then, and then he asked me a relationship question. For some reason, I did not see that that part of the message, or I was busy or whatever. So I said, do you want to make it happen, or should I plan?
Okay, so I'm first and foremost, like, let's just stop. Let's just talk about a couple things. Yeah, like, if somebody that I didn't know reached out to me and they kind of wanted to meet up, like, it'll be an automatic no. Usually, like, you know, women for the most part, I mean, this woman, you know, she works out, so maybe she like is able to like beat people up and stuff. But usually women, you know, being the fairer sex, usually err on the side of safety. And like, you know, if they get invited somewhere, especially like out of state by a man, it's probably not in their best interest to go or to go alone. Whoever that was that just subscribed, I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. Anyway, back to the content. I don't know if I would do that, or if I had a female friend and they asked me about that, I don't know if I would advise them to do that. Yeah, she's single. You know what I mean? She's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants. I just don't know about doing that. I don't know about that. I don't think that I would do that. You know what I mean? If I was a woman, I don't know if there's many women who would. If there's any women that watch this video, would you guys have collabed? Leave it in the comments.
For next week. And he said it'd have to be next week. So we're just discussing logistics. I answered his question, said, I'm not dating anyone right now. Dated someone a couple months last year, but before that I was single, and I love talking on that topic. He said, okay, cool, I'm up for that. I'm not going to do anything platonic with you, just being honest. And I thought he was reaching out for a collaboration because we're both well known in the fitness industry. And, you know, my Instagram following is larger than his. So at the time, I still didn't know he had a 400, you know, him and his partner have a $400,000 400,000 subscriber YouTube page, but I have been approached about collaborations before, and so since I was going to be out there, I was down to do it. So when he said, I'm not trying to do anything platonic with you, it was completely left field for me because I was only thinking we were going to do some kind of fitness related content collab. And he said, no problem, I collab.
Speaking of collabs, I will be collaborating with my man TD Hip Hop Media. 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Today, when this video posts. So when you hear that, go over to that channel and subscribe. Hit the bell icon twice. All right?
Directly with girls I date, no pressure though. And I was like, so if we aren't dating, you don't want to collab? Because he's never even asked me on a date at this point. So I was like, he said,
yeah, so this is kind of strange. No problem. I collab directly with girls I date. Collab directly with girls you date? So if we aren't dating, you don't want to collab. No, don't mean to be an asshole, but we have plenty of women in Miami. What? What?
Said, no, don't mean to be an a-hole, but we have plenty of women in Miami. And I said, well, same, we have plenty of men here in California, so why would I fly to Miami to date someone who I know nothing about?
Yeah, and see, why, okay, so if there's plenty of women in Miami, then why don't you just get a Miami woman? And I don't understand why you would reach out to her. I'm like massively confused. See, they live in these, fast, modernized places like Miami and, California. See, like, I live in the boondocks, so it doesn't go down like that where I live.
And he said, simple, attractive women are common, high value men are not. I'm not going to comment on that yet. No hard feelings though. I said, you haven't proven to me that you're a high value man. And actually, I know quite a few high value men. I'm not just an attractive woman. I'm an entrepreneur with a 6-figure business and a high profile assets. I'm nothing but common. I meant to say I'm anything but common. No hard feelings and a smiley face. So then I screenshotted our conversation, blocked out his name, and I posted on my story because I was shocked at this point that someone would use their business, their show, to try to get women, and they think that.
Where do you think he got that from? You guys can leave that in the comments. Where do you think he got that from?
That would work. And I was also shocked that he said that attractive women are common and high value men are not, when it's just like he dismissed me as an attractive woman, but not.
And how does he know, like, that high value men are not common? Like, has he been looking for them? Because if you're in Miami, I could afford to stay in Miami for like a half hour because the rent at a lot of those places, especially like on Collins Avenue, is like $15,000 a month. So, I mean, unless you just like get a whole bunch of, quick loans, you got to be adequately high value to stay in Miami long term. So you guys actually should, subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, all that good stuff to, help me be able to stay in Miami long term. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know why somebody would say there's not a lot of high value men in Miami. I mean, there's like celebrities and stuff walking around down there all the time. Miami's one of those places that has people that are so like rich and wealthy. You just be somebody walking down the street. You go into, Walgreens on Collins, or, you go to IHOP on Collins, and you're sitting next to a millionaire and you don't even know it. Yeah, you listen to him talking while you're eating some pancakes. Oh yeah, honey, we're gonna go to the yacht. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to figure out how we're paying for our hotel for the next 15 minutes because it's so damn expensive down there.
High value man, or not a high value woman. And I don't know anything about this guy, so for him to tell me that he's this high value man when you're having to use your show to get women, high value men don't have to use their show and clout to get women, for the record. Anyway, so I posted anonymously and I said, high value men don't talk the way that you did. I have 75 people on my story. I posted a poll and I was like, am I tripping or is this crazy? I forget exactly what I said, but I had so many people voting, oh my gosh, like this is insane. And so I said, I have 75 people on my story who voted. I can't believe what you said. The comments are insane. Not one person has your side or thinks your approach is appropriate. You're tripping. And I was using emoji faces laughing. I said, maybe you should have me on your podcast so I can teach you how to talk to women.
Ooh.
And I sent the screenshots. Then he said,
damn. That would have been an interesting show.
Responded to the screenshots that I sent and said, I'm just being honest and stand by it. I'm not collaborating with you unless we have sex. You have...
Wait, hold on. I'm just being honest and stand by it. I'm not collaborating with you unless we do that. Whoa, wow. You have messed around with a bunch of dudes and I know you're not special. You could have just said no and kept it moving, but you are clearly in. So yeah, it kind of seems like at this point, Myron's kind of having the same type of reaction that he had with Abba and Preach, which I find not surprising, but interesting nonetheless.
Had sex with a bunch of dudes I know and aren't special. You could have just said no and kept it moving, but...
So he knows dudes that messed around with this woman, or is he just like capping? Wouldn't be surprised if he was capping, especially per the most recent chat boxes.
You're clearly in your feelings going through all that effort with a poll, etc. Go ahead and screenshot the conversation and clout chase. I don't care what 75 Simps said in your story to White Knight. The difference is I say what I want and don't care what you think.
See, this is the problem. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just simp is now becoming a term like conspiracy theory, conspiracy theorist. You know, it's becoming one of those kind of terms where if you don't agree with somebody who like considers themselves like one of these pills, you know what I'm saying? Then they call you a simp. You're a simp. I don't agree with this. You're a simp. Remember, again, this is pattern behavior. People operate with this thing in their brain that's called a schema. It's short for a schematic. And in the schematic, it's basically dotted lines to a architecture of how your brain function works. So people tend to do the same thing, and behavior is very similar. You know what I'm saying? Psychology is a very interesting beast. So you see Myron with this woman, in my opinion, and I'd like you guys to answer in the comments for me, it seems like he's having the same reactions through text that he did with Abba and Preach on the show. He's kind of upset. He didn't get his way. You know what I mean? Which, you know, I don't know. This whole thing is kind of weird because if I was her, I really wouldn't be engaging with him on like that anyway. And if she lives all the way in California, I find it odd that he said that he knows guys that she's been with. People, I guess, be flying around doing all kind of stuff. But whatever.
They do. So at this point, this is where Myron lied and told everyone that I started threatening him.
And she blurted out my name. And then she sent me a DM saying, like, you should probably rethink how you talk to women, blah, 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 trying to shame me and say, like, I can expose you. She's like, I'll expose you. I was like, do it, bitch. Like, go ahead. Like,
I started threatening his business and threatening to expose him.
Yeah. And she made threats like, oh, I'm gonna, like, I'll make you look bad. It'll be bad for your business. I said, do it. I'll share. I'll help you. You know what I'm saying?
None of this happened. You can see in the DMs that was just a blatant lie.
I was like, we're gonna smash. She didn't like that. She tried to be like, oh, well, that's your asshole move. Okay, you want me to lie to you and then like try to be on this other bullshit?
Another blatant lie from Myron. I defended myself, told him I haven't slept with a bunch of guys. I said that he is a terrible representation of his podcast and his business, and that I would be happy to put him on blast. I told him he has an opportunity to influence men and make a positive impact, and the example he's setting is trash. I pity any woman who falls for this stupid scheme to fly out to see you and sleep with you for a week promo on your YouTube channel. And then he said, all you'll do is cement my reputation, blah, blah, blah. You don't like it, that's not my problem. Unfortunately, I am who I am. I don't have to worry about an image. And that's the end of the conversation.
I think he might be worried about his image now.
There was like one more response, and I said, unless you were there, you don't know anything about the men that I've been with. Unfortunately for women everywhere, you are who you say you are, and that's pathetic. And then I blocked him. So a couple things. Byron has been lying to everyone, saying, one, I was threatening to expose him, threatening to ruin his business. Obviously, you can see from the proof that's not true. A lot of his following is under the impression that I was trying to get on his show or asking to be on his show. Again, you can see from the screenshots, that's not the truth. I didn't even know anything about his show, which again, that's a lesson I learned. Don't agree to come on a show unless you've actually researched the show. I was just going off of a mutual.
You think? Lesson learned, hopefully.
Mutual friends recommendation, because that's a pretty good friend. But and he felt terrible about it and apologized once he saw. But the reason why I'm speaking about it now, and I wanted to make a video then and explain what was going on, but I decided to just not give any more attention to it. But I'm making a video about it now because I'm getting harassed and bullied daily by his following and by his people. Myron.
I just want to tell my subscribers, do not bully people. Do not bully people. Don't ever do that. If someone ever doesn't like me, or if somebody has an issue with my content, or, you know, somebody just coming crazy or whatever, don't bully them. You heard it here first. Do not do that ever. I need you guys to type that into the comments to make sure that everybody understood that. That's our disclosure. We're not going to ever bully because we're in our own little corner and all we do is just react to content and that's it. And then, of course, I got my other stuff that I do, but that doesn't involve any of these people.
Told.
Oh, damn, I'm looking at this right here. 360 blessings. Oh. Damn. Alrighty.
The guys on the podcast told everyone to put my Instagram handle in their bio or in their little messenger. I don't know how YouTube videos work like that.
Stuff. And then she blocked me because she was like, "Oh, okay, this dude, I can't hurt him by trying to embarrass him." Like,
What's her Instagram again? It goes something like
Anna Quinn Fitness.
Oh,
there you go. Anna Quinn
Oh.
Fitness. Y'all want to roast her? I don't care.
Snap.
She wanted to smoke. Okay. Now you got to deal with that. Now you got to get embarrassed and look stupid and all this other.
Come on, dude. That's so lame.
shit. Someone put her Instagram in the chat.
Can we see her Instagram real quick?
It might have been me.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you want to pull it up?
I would love to see her Instagram. To be honest with you. I don't even want to give her that. I thought it was fresh and fit. Yeah.
Wait, you know what?
Okay, so first of all, like my first issue is like, okay, so on the side of Myron, if things didn't work out, like just who cares? Like just walk away and do your show. Like there doesn't need to be any after, you know, all of this extra stuff. And then again, I don't know if I was her, like I would have never put myself in this situation. So I think a little bit of fault goes to both parties in this. But as usual, it seems like Fresh and Fit tended to be extra, which again, pattern behavior. They were extra with Abba and Preach. So clearly we got the extra stuff going on here with this. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree.
That's what
They put my Instagram on their show so that people could go mess with me, and they told the lies about what they're claiming happened. And that
now the thing is with the Instagram, right? Yeah, you know, I mean, telling people, you know, doing that, like, you know, that would clearly bring trouble. But the thing is, you know, if you're on social media and you have a public social media, I mean, you know, people can and will do that. They shouldn't. I don't advocate for that. Again, like I just told all my subscribers, please don't ever do that to anybody. Do not ever do that. And to any content creators or any public figure or anybody out there, you will never have had me tell any subscribers to harass or bother you, okay? But, I mean, if you have public social media, you know, people are able to get in touch with you. I'm sure she probably uses her Instagram, her largest social media platform, for her business. So it's probably public and probably she has more than likely a lot of followers on it. I think she had like 49,000. So she probably uses that for contact and meetups and promo and all that stuff. But so I don't know if I would really trip hard about that. But if they're sending people to harass her via social media, and I mean, doing it on a public platform is not very smart. You know what I mean? Especially like, and I'm not trying to, you know, be biased or sexist or anything, but come on, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many other issues that this was just a bad decision, again, on both of their parts, in my opinion. But in my opinion, unfortunately, you know, it seems like Myron is being a little bit extra.
That is not the truth. So not only is this guy lying to everyone, but he's claiming to be a male self-improvement expert and the leading show for male self-improvement, but the culture that he is raising is gross and disgusting. These are bullies. I get at least 5 messages a day of people telling me I'm a whore, telling me to go kill myself, people commenting on my pregnancy announcement video, telling me I've been sleeping around, just awful comments. And here's the thing. Not a lot of people, only the people close to me know the real situation of what's going on with me and the father of this child. But the truth is, I can't talk about it because I've been threatened. My safety has been threatened. I was threatened, and I've been talking to a lawyer, and I'm not able to discuss the details of that. So right now, I just have to leave it kind of plain and generic, and I'm fine with that. But me receiving all of this harassment and bullying and all of these comments, it's heavy, and I'm tired of it, and I'm not going to keep receiving it without taking a stand for myself. So that's why I'm making this video, because anyone who's following him needs to know the truth. You need to unsubscribe from his channels, because this is not someone who will help a man improve himself. This is someone who will help a man dig himself into a hole, and his culture speaks for itself. Look at the comments I've been receiving. This is what he has bred. This is the tribe that he has created and raised up.
Interesting terminology she's using, but nonetheless, let's continue.
And it's disgusting. It's shameful. He should be embarrassed. He should be apologizing that his following and that he has impressed upon these people that this type of behavior is okay. But he's not going to, because he's not man enough. So we have a
Damn. Now that's interesting. I'd be really interested to see his response to that, because the thing is that she showed some receipts, and I'd be curious to see what kind of receipts he has to back his claims up. But when it comes to this situation, did he actually make claims? I don't think he actually made any claims. And those claims that he did make, she kind of had receipts that kind of showed otherwise. And then the people who unsubscribed, I heard that they recently lost like 30,000 subscribers. I wonder if those subscribers would say anything about any of this. I wonder if those subscribers were involved in any of this. Now, what I find also very interesting is, this situation, it doesn't seem like too many people know about it or too many people are talking about it. But it took a situation with Abba and Preach to shine light on some of the issues going on there. And I mean, clearly there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of issues here already with this. And this must have happened before the Abba and Preach thing. I don't know. If there's somebody in the comments that could tell me about the chronology of this, did this happen before or after the Abba and Preach thing? I'm assuming it happened before. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to see how, when, or if this was addressed by Fresh and Fit.
liar. We have a bully, and that's what he's creating. He's creating ignorant bullies who are coming after someone they don't know without knowing all of the facts and the information. And that's why I'm speaking up and speaking out.
And that's interesting, because a lot of the people who, subscribe to a lot of those things, they say that they use facts and logic, and it's feminine to come with emotion and not to listen to a whole argument, which I find very interesting. Because I wonder if any of them listened to this and saw the receipts that she posted and what their response was to the facts and logic that she put up on the screen.
Against it. So hopefully this wasn't too long or too boring. I just had to get all the information out. So hopefully y'all will stop watching their dang show and unsubscribe, and share this video, because people need to know. And also women who agree to be on this show need to know the truth behind what's going on. And also, Myron said that people can't come on the show unless they sleep with him. I can't come on the show unless I sleep with him. He said, I only collaborate with women I'm dating. So is he saying he slept with every woman that's been on the show? Because I'm guessing that's probably not the truth, because I kind of doubt that he would actually be able to get all those women. But
man, that's interesting. There's a lot of things interesting about that. First and foremost, it's interesting that women would, if this is indeed true, and that does happen, You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some talking points validated there in that direction too, because you got to ask these women, like, what do you have any respect for yourself that you would do that? You know what I mean? The second question is, did he share any of the women with Carlton? And the third question is, I wonder, is she the only woman that's come out and said this and had like this elaborate of receipts? You know what I mean? Like, has there been anyone else? Has there been other screenshots that have, mysteriously just appeared? And I think the last question that I have is, if she feels threatened, do you think that her lawyer would have advised her to make a video about it? I don't know if me personally, if I was dealing with a situation like that, I don't think I would have necessarily made a video about it. I don't know. Maybe, possibly, I might have. I don't know. I'm not in that situation. And I'm not saying that to say anything negative about her, but I don't know if I would have necessarily came on public, social media and actually said anything. I might have said something to the lawyer. I might have tried to get like a restraining order for him in the business. You know what I mean? And, kind of kept it moving from there. If this caused me any damage, you know what I mean? Like stress or whatever, sued for some punitive damages or whatever. But I don't know if I would have necessarily made a video about it and put it on YouTube. And she has, she got she got a channel with some, looks like some faithful subscribers. You know what I'm saying? She got 3,000 followers. She gets, pretty decent ratio of views on her videos, so she's got engagement, people are following her, and then she's got on Instagram. So I'm curious if I don't think she put this video on her Instagram, which I find weird because her Instagram is her larger platform, and that video is only 11 minutes, and I know on Instagram you can post 15-minute videos using IGTV. So I don't know, maybe it's because she may use this for her business or whatever, so maybe she didn't want to have that on there. But I'm sure she uses her YouTube for business too. It's got the same name, you know what I'm saying? she's got her title down there, you know what I mean? She's got her certifications or whatever. So I don't know, this is very interesting. This is a lot, this is a long video, you know what I'm saying? But it was a requested one, so I hope you guys watch it and watch it all the way through to the end. And where I'm at with this is mass confusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm massively confused. For one, like I said, me personally, if I was her, once things started to get weird, I wouldn't have went down there. For two, Myron, like, come on, bro. Like, really? Like, I think you're living in a fantasy world because nobody just gets it like that. You know what I mean? Unless, like, you're an athlete or, like, you're a celebrity and, you might be a successful YouTuber, but you're not an athlete or a celebrity, so it's not going down like that for you. And she clearly is somebody who has a business, so she's not really gonna be on that in most cases, you know what I'm saying, because she has stuff going on in life. So I don't know, man. Like, I think this kind of stuff puts people in a fantasy state of, what they can actually do and what they can't do, in my opinion. But now it's time for you guys' opinion because the video is over. So with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I don't know if I shedded any light on that situation because it's very weird. She posted a lot of receipts. What I want to know is, have they responded to this video? Has there been any receipts posted on their part? Has Fresh and Fit issued an apology to her like they issued an apology to Abba and Preach? Because if Abba and Preach didn't have those receipts, I wonder if they would have just made up stuff about them too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So let me know. All right. And with that being said, I will catch you all on the next video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice for notification. Make sure you smash the like button. If there is other content that you would like to see me react to, make sure you drop it in the comments under the pinned post or find me on other social media and hit me up. All right.